Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hey. I'm Tyler Forey. I'm a member of the Beta Omicron Historian Committee. I am an audio production technologies major, and I play the trombone in the Sun Devil Marching Band. We're going to start with Riley. You guys can go around and introduce all of yourselves.
What's up, everybody? I'm Riley Malloy. I'm the president of the Beta Omicron chapter of Kappa Psi. I'm a drum major at the Sun Devil Marching Band, and I'm also a senior this year, majoring in mathematics and physics, and I wear short shorts.
Good.
Hi, I'm Elena Peters. I'm the secretary of the Beta Omicron chapter of Kappa Psi. I'm a junior music education major, and my primary instrument is clarinet, but I'm also one of the mellophone rank leaders for the Sun Devil Marching Band.
Hey, I'm Kaylee Payne. I'm vice president of service for Beta Omicron. I'm also a junior music education major on French horn, and I'm also a mellophone rank leader.
Whoa.
And hey, I'm Michael Clark, Vice President of Membership. I play the baritone in the Sun Devil Marching Band, and I'm currently in my 5th year, getting my 2nd degree in mathematics. Got my physics degree last spring.
Hi, I'm Jenny Huddle. I'm the treasurer for Beta Omicron. I'm a clarinet player in the clarinet studio with Elena, and music education major, also a junior, and also a drum major in the Sun Devil Marching Band.
My name is Mark. I'm the historian for the Beta Omicron chapter. I'm a junior, a film major, and I play the alto sax in the marching band. And we have somebody missing.
Oh yeah, Miranda, our alumni relations officer, is not here today. She couldn't make it, but she's great.
So the reason we're here is to give people like outside of the exec council an idea of what the Beta Omicron exec council wants to accomplish for the rest of the year. So we're going to start with Riley, and we're going to talk about WDC, which we're co-hosting in the spring. So Riley, what is your overall vision for WDC?
Right, so for those of you who don't know, we're hosting with the Omega, TBS, and KSI chapters of the University of Arizona this year's Western District Convention, or the 2015 Western District Convention. My vision is to really provide a fantastic convention, which seems to happen every year. And that's going to include all of the business that needs to be taken care of. And I think that 9 times out of 10, the Western District Council does a great job at setting up all the important stuff that needs to happen. So what I'd really like to do is for our chapters and the Omegas to help facilitate a really fine experience, just like with all the trimmings. So you're going to have a great time no matter who you are. You're going to have a pleasant social experience. You're going to love all the amenities we have available. You're going to love being in Phoenix weather, and just in general having a good time. So we'll have all the necessary stuff, but we'll have all the frosting on top too, so to speak.
Ooh.
So besides all of like the business that goes on at WDC, what do you want the other chapters to take away from their experience?
So kind of what I was getting at before is I just want them to have a good time. What I want from them is the feeling that I always have leaving a Western District Convention or attending a Western District Convention, where I really feel closer to my brothers and sisters, like I've really made a special bond, as well as getting the necessary stuff that the convention is there for done as well. And I think it's also important to think about our chapters because it's a symbol of growth and development and ability of our chapters that we're hosting an event, and we're gonna do a great job, and it's going to show everyone else that we're really up there with the chapters that can host these events and do a good job.
Awesome. So because we're co-hosting it, that's a lot of like correspondence between us and the UA, KSI, and TBS chapters. So we're going to move on to Elena. How do you think that we can improve relations with other chapters, or like what do we already do?
Okay, so this year one of my big goals for the position of secretary was to get like everyone in our chapter involved in correspondence, and I think that's especially important because we're hosting WDC as well as Arizona State Days this year. So we need to get people, including our giant perspective class that we're going to be putting through soon. We need to get everyone like really pumped about correspondence and reaching out to people outside of just our chapter, like brothers and sisters. So one of the ways that I just started doing to get people more excited about correspondence is having people who have already gotten into correspondence in our chapter chapter in different ways talk during meetings. So like, for example, just last night we had Patrick Hadley, who's really into like TBS joint relations, talk about his experience with that and how we don't have a sister chapter here at our school, but we still have very good relations with Tau Beta Sigma in our state and even outside of the Western District. So that's been really cool to see other people's passions for correspondence, like even outside of just what I can do like myself. Another thing that we've done is I've been delegating social media responsibilities to people on a correspondence committee that I made earlier this year. So we have 2 people in charge of our Facebook page, and then 1 person in charge of our Twitter page, and then an Instagram page as well. And so we have all these different outlets of showing people what our chapter is doing, but also being able to reach out to other chapters better.
We're going to move on to Jenny. Fundraising is very important because a lot of the stuff that we do, unfortunately, costs money.
Weird.
So, like, what do you have planned for the rest of the year?
Well, actually, this coming Sunday, we have what is called the Stadium Cleanup, and our chapter goes and cleans up the Sun Devil Stadium after the Stanford game. We're going to wake up at 6:45. We're going to be there at 6:45 in the morning, cleaning up the stadium with, like, trash bags and gloves and getting all gross and dirty. It'll be fun. Anyways, yeah. So that's, like, one of our biggest fundraisers for us. Next weekend after that is ASU Band Day, and the Fudget Committee, Fudget and Budget Committee that works with me.
Fundraising and budget. Budget and budget.
Fundraising and Budget Committee. Budget, whatever. Okay. We have been working on what are called the Band Day ads, and we just have been contacting several companies to try to get them to put their ads into the Band Day books so that we can sell it to people. And they're like, let's go get food or wherever is in there. So it's a really big fundraiser to do that as well. Yeah. Oh, also next semester in the spring, we're planning on holding a silent auction where we can like have a DJ and food and hopefully have a really good source of money come from that.
So what are some things that are kind of uniquely Beta Omicron that you think that other chapters could use for like fundraising ideas?
Well, something that's not like uniquely, like other chapters definitely could do this, would be car washes. Fudget's actually planning a car wash to be happening within the next few weeks. It's a total, like, it's really fun, like, to hang out with people and just wash cars and make money. Also, something else that we just started up recently, money, yeah, whatever, okay. Anyway, something else we just started up recently was the committee wars, and it's kind of like penny wars, where you have, like, jars for each committee, and you put coins and dollar bills in, and the dollar bills subtract from that person's jar, or that committee's jar. But it's a really good fundraiser for our chapter because each committee is able to fundraise for their committee. So like half of the funds that are raised in that jar goes to the committee and the other half goes to the chapter funds.
So, Kaylee,
So,
service is really important in Kappa Kappa Psi.
I'd say so.
Whatever.
I mean, I guess.
So, what are you planning for the rest of the year? Things new, things old?
So something I really wanted to implement this year was to really get the chapter involved in expanding our reach. I feel like we get stuck in this idea that we only have to do things that we always do. And people seem to get tired of just doing the same old thing all the time. And I want people to have a broader experience. So for example, there's an organization called Feed My Starving Children that I'd like to get involved with. And it's basically, you go there and it's an assembly line where you pre-package dehydrated food and it gets sent off to third world countries where they're able to, with one bag of food, feed a family for a week. And it's just really incredible to do that. Like, we bag at least 100 bags within an hour. So just imagine how many lives we're positively affecting. And when you can get that feeling from service, that's when it's really something you get a lot of joy out of, and it's worth it.
I think all the gig stuff we did with marching band too.
Yeah, definitely.
That way.
We've been contacted by different news stations that want to do features of the band during their charity events, which is also really great. And our chapter seems to love doing stuff like that. Yeah, we're on TV and stuff. That's cool. And one other really cool thing I want to start this year is giving back to the community that really gives to us. And through that, I want to fundraise with my service committee. And at the end of the year, those funds that we raise, we're going to donate to some band program or like foster program to get instruments for underprivileged kids. I want to donate that money to someone so they can benefit musically as much as we do from their support.
Cool. Mark. Next year is the 100th anniversary of the Sun Devil Marching Band. That's really exciting. So what do you have planned for the big 100th?
Something that we kind of thought about this year is we'd like to put together a scrapbook. Like we put together a scrapbook every year as a historian committee, like for the chapter. But next year we want to kind of make a special scrapbook dedicated to the marching band and for the 100th year anniversary. We have a lot of scrapbooks already from previous years, like dating back, I don't know, late 60s or mid 60s in our office, and it'd be really easy to go through, like, or easy and fun to go through all the scrapbooks and kind of look through and find some old pictures of, you know, the band back in the day when it was like 150 less people than what it is now. And it'd be really cool to put together a scrapbook. And along with the 100th year anniversary, it's also our band director's 10th anniversary. So it's like two really awesome opportunities to do something special. Yeah.
So you have special skills that you're applying to your position. Like, do you wanna talk about like new things that you're doing?
So I've kind of I've actually incorporated my major, my film major, into the position a little more this year. Excuse me. Every year there's this thing that we like to put on called Meet Your Brother, where during the chapter, a brother has the opportunity to present themselves to the chapter, and they can bring like 5 items in to kind of show them off. Like, I brought a teddy bear in, like, this is my special buddy, or my paddle, or something else like that. And this year, kind of started last year, but this year we have a video Meet Your Brother, and I like to incorporate videos that way. Like, for those who want it, I put together a special video for them, and they can go around their house, they can go around like school showing what they do, and people seem to really like it. And not just the Meet Your Brother videos, but I also have done some other videos for the year, and currently plan to do this.
And last but certainly not least, Mike. So we're putting through first degree a really large perspective class. Do you want to talk about like them and like what you have planned for them, what you hope they accomplish?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Since we're putting through a whopping 40 some odd people through our first degree, which is on October 26th.
We're inviting 40 people.
Inviting, yes. Apologies. We're inviting 40 people to first degree on October 26th. And, like, let's see, the best way to put this is 40 is a lot of people. It's more than a lot of chapters. And considering we only have, say, about, 55 actives, that's a substantial chunk of our active, like, you know, the proportions is pretty ridiculous. But I feel that we can utilize the numbers to just do a lot. We currently, for the membership education plan that we have 3 required projects that the prospective class is supposed to do. A service for the band, a social for the chapter, and a fundraising project to raise money for the other 2. And we usually do for service EGT sign hanging, which is just a sign that says EGT, expect great things, that we put on the marching band field. It's a really cool slogan that we have for our band. It's been a couple of years since we've done that, and it's coming around that time to do it again. But I feel we can do that and more for service projects in general. We can utilize those numbers, and we can utilize those numbers to do more stuff, do more service, do more storying, do more fundraising, do more correspondence, do more president, I guess. And the same can go for our social project. In the past, we've had classes that have done things like hold a talent show. Thank you. Complete brain fart there. And I feel like with this class we can do more with that. We can have something like more fancy, more ordinate, more like, I don't know, more out there, more cool, more exciting. And so I'm really excited about these, like this class, Delta Omicron. So tired, tongue-tied here.
So I think that brings us to a close, mostly. Do any of you have anything else to add before we...
Well, I'd like to invite everyone to our degrees. Our first degree is October 26th. Our second degree is January 18th. And our third degree is going to be late February, early March. We are waiting to determine the date based on when we schedule state days, because we want to try and have third degree during state days, because that would be a really cool experience.
On that note, Beta Omicron is hosting state days this year. Please, you're all invited. As well, if you want to check us out more, you can visit our website, theregoesbo.org. Or if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at betaomicronprez@kksci.org. We got our Instagram and Twitter and everything.
Yeah, you can also like us on Facebook. It's Kappa Kappa Psi -Beta Omicron, and then our Twitter and our Instagram are both Beta_Omicron.
Yeah,
Cool. So I think that brings the Beta Omicron Exec Council Roundtable to a close officially. Thank you all for coming on your day off. So,
AEA.
One doesn't
AEA, MLITB.
GBF.
Bad.
The bad.